Hey Pisces star seeds, it's Sweet Spirit Mystic. Thank you for tuning in. All right, happy full moon in Virgo. Let's see what's going on. All right? Okay. Messages for Pisces, please. Okay, let's start here. We have the Ace of Wands. I saw this come out in the pre-shuffle. So this is a new opportunity, a new spark. Wow, and I saw these too. Okay, Ten of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. Wow, Pisces, I love this energy. It's very abundant. Okay, so we have the Ace of Wands, and behind that we have the Two of Wands, and then we have the Three of Pentacles, followed by the Devil and the High Priestess. Okay, with the Five of Wands. So, and then there's that Queen of Wands. All right, so just know there is that, battle within, right? Or the battle without, if you want to call it light versus dark, good versus evil, whatever you want to call it, your mind against yourself, your higher self. So, that is a theme that will always be there. It's not like, oh, we've ascended to another level, things will be easy. No, you'll always face challenges, but you're gaining knowledge, getting tools, so that whatever comes up, you're able to face it. You're able to keep your emotions in a calm state and look at things in a very intuitive way from that higher plane, knowing that, this too shall pass. I have everything at my disposal to navigate any rough water. Okay? So, things that perhaps in the past caused you to implode won't have that effect on you anymore. So just know that while you're here on earth, there will be conflicts, there will be energies that are just disorienting, and you have the power within you to ground yourself, to say, you know what? All of this is moving around me. How do I look after myself and my family so that as a whole unit, everyone feels good? Or everyone knows that they'll be able to feel good again if things are difficult. So, this is a new 333. This is a new endeavor. This is a new way of being. In the past, it was probably a lot of upheaval, a lot of turning to different ways to self-soothe in any kind of addictive way. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be alcohol and drugs. It could be candy, okay? It can be sugar. It can be shopping. It can be working out. It can be listening to tarot readings, all kinds of things where we're like, how do we cope? And all of these things on their own, totally fine. You know the difference, though, when it's a little too much. And no, don't feel bad about it. Don't beat yourself up over it. No, it's just like, oh, okay, I stepped a little bit over that line. Let me step back. Because you have the ability to check yourself, okay? To prevent those kicks from getting your, that nerve on the side of your leg that makes everything collapse underneath you. You turn your shin and those kicks hit that really hard bone And then those kicks don't happen as often because they're like, oh, wait, you're stronger than we're giving you credit for. And that's a little MMA UFC reference. Storage was full. Okay. So, anyway, let's see where we left off. So, Two of Wands, this is about making a choice. Do you want to be who you've always been, or do you want to step into something new? A new version of you, which would mean you have to leave behind some past practices that no longer are working, okay, for where you are now. And this takes effort. This takes asking for help. This takes, hey, I need some more time on my own. I can't give as much. So where you're at. Because there's this Queen of Wands that's popping up, that's... All right, investing time. Yeah, I feel, you know what? I don't even want to talk about this. Whatever. It's that same old... Oh. Yeah. I'm not even going to talk about it. All right, so moving on. Let's see. Where's my other deck? You know what? Let's get a Moonology card. I don't know where my other tarot deck is. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Work through your fears. All right, so that's very much in alignment with, moving on from this past energy. A personal issue reaches resolution. It's like everyone has to know when they need to do their own work. You can't do work for your partner. You can't do work for your children, your friends, your co-workers. Everyone has to do their own internal work. And that's hard as a Pisces to just hands off. I know, because we want to help people. But sometimes, 222, the most effective way to help someone is to let them figure it out. Let them struggle. Let them decide within themselves, how they're going to navigate their own life, because it is their experience. All right, work through your fears. All right, we have the Emperor here. So this is Aries energy. Behind that is the Empress. And then we have the Four of Wands. Wow, and the Chariot. So Pisces, you are coming into a divine commitment, divine connection with the Emperor and the Empress. Now, just know, this doesn't have to be romantic. It can be in the work environment, and I do say that because of this Three of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. So this is about, stability, your daily life. How do you accumulate wealth? Also your health, on a physical level with your body. That's the most important. So this could be a work situation, work wife, work husband, that kind of thing. Because in reality, we spend more time at work usually than at home. Okay, so those kinds of connections are, really important. And, a lot of times those are, divine connections. I think about my mother and, her boss. They worked together for almost 40 years. And in my heart, I'm like, they were, a past life connection. They never were together, but, there was this feeling of closeness. It's like even photos of the two of them together, oftentimes people thought they were married. if they didn't, know the circumstance. So consider it in those ways, okay? It doesn't always have to be romantic or physical in nature. So what about this Emperor and Empress? Because with the Chariot, this commitment on a very high level is coming your way. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Four of Cups. We have the Death card, King of Swords, the Devil again. So there's some fear. Leaving behind addicted tendencies. So we have the Eight of Cups. All of those feelings emotionally that just aren't, it's like you get tired of being tired, right? And you're just like, you know what, who cares? The past, whatever about the past. How do I want to live now? So it's almost like that. You're getting to that point where you're just sick and tired of being sick and tired. So you're creating a new reality for yourself. And doing that, the universe is like, oh, wow, okay, Pisces. And then they bring in these connections that you're like, my goodness, where did this come from? So with the Ace of Swords and the Six of Wands, and again, here's that Three of Pentacles, that work environment, that collaborative environment, it's like this will be very successful. Very successful. It's like there's been investment over time with the Seven of Pentacles. The Four of Cups, I actually want to read this because there's different meanings for it. So let's see what this Crow Tarot, I'm not going to read the whole title, but this Crow Tarot says about this Four of Cups. Okay, Four of Cups. You have perched for too long in one place and have forgotten what you were waiting for. In the midst of solitude, you can contemplate unhatched plans and unfulfilled dreams. You can try to remember who you were supposed to be. But if you remain seated here, you might stagnate in a fog of anguish and regret, knowing what you have failed to accomplish and what has eluded your grasp. Look over your shoulder. A possibility awaits you if you will only notice it. Look over your shoulder. Quest for perfection, doubt, completion, and ignorance. Okay, so, this is something that you don't even know is right around you. With the Seven of Pentacles, it's like you've been waiting. This is that harvesting card, waiting for your ships to come in. But you may not see that they've come in. Okay? There's been a transformation. It can be on a mental level with this King of Swords. Changing of your mind, the way you think. Okay, that transformative energy of changing negative thoughts into positive thoughts, from going from fear to enlightenment. Really trusting your own intuition. And for a while you waver, you hesitate, you're like not sure. Is this right? It takes practice over time. Initially, you might be thinking, okay, this is my intuition, but actually it's fear telling you don't do this or do that. So if you come across those feelings, it's like, okay, am I just feeling afraid because of the past? Or can I step into this situation and rise above any fear because I can face those similar situations from my past and say, no, you no longer have power over me. Okay, so we have the King of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. So this is a past energy. The King of Pentacles is someone who is very financially stable, physically stable, strong. And you invested a lot of time into them. A lot of time. It could have been years. 7 years, okay? And, it's like they're seeing you break free from all of these burdens. And they're like, how did Pisces do that? And they may want to return. Be like, hey, remember me? Yeah, I put you in a third party situation with the Queen of Wands. But they weren't what makes me happy. It's you. But that's the thing. Will you go back? We have Temperance here in the Star. So it's like they've seen how you've become balanced, how you've healed yourself, how, your life has just completely changed. And they want to be part of it. Because of the speed of it. But why do they want to be part of it? Oh, money? Oh, because they see you have this 10 of Pentacles now? Where were they when it was really hard? Okay. So it's like what this will do if you invite them back in is they'll start siphoning off of your energy again. I mean, think about it. The reason why they were so successful is because of you. You're the lucky rabbit's foot. You're the good luck charm. You have the Midas touch, so anyone associated with you elevates. But at what expense to you? Because there's always that transference. Okay, even on small levels, that 1 degree can turn a ship or a plane in a vastly different direction. So you don't want to block your own independence by inviting this past person in, because that will create an impoverished state for you again. Whether it's, emotionally, physically, monetarily impoverished, where that is. So, with the Sun and the Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot, it's, do you want to go back? Or do you keep moving forward to an even larger reward? Because the 10 of Pentacles is great. But the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun, that's a different level of great. A different level of abundance. So that's some caution, Pisces, because I have a feeling they're going to pop up. Mercury retrograde happens again, I believe it's April 1st. I don't know what sign it's in, but around that time you could start seeing people pop up. Where were they before? If they weren't there, All right, so we have the Gatherer, number 21. And then we have the Middle World, number 36. Okay, so we'll look at both of these. What is the message? And then we have Vision Quest at the bottom, which I love. This is, look up a Vision Quest. Do your own version of one. I did one several years ago, actually in 2020. And it helped me. It really did. I had to sit with myself for, 3 nights and fast. I only had water and nobody else and no distractions. Out in nature. Yeah. Ooh, okay. I did take pictures, so I cheated a little bit. Okay. The gatherer. Before we cultivated grains, we collected the wild bounty of nature. The gatherer finds abundant seeds, nuts, berries, and wild greens where the ordinary person only sees barren soil. The gatherer is the provider, the forager, and the gardener, who collects roots and vegetables for the long winter when game is scarce. She does not hoard, trusting the bounty around her. The invitation: look at the resources you already have close at hand. This is a time of abundance. Everything around you is ripe and ready for harvest. Banish the notions of scarcity that have limited your choices and colored your destiny. Pack your food for the winter and start with the low-hanging fruit that is all around you. The medicine: do not wander too far afield in search for what Spirit has already provided. Practice paying it forward, being thankful in advance of receiving. If you are in a scarcity mindset, open your heart to look beyond current conditions, and you will find the bounty being offered to you. Practice sharing, not hoarding. So this has been a theme. There was that reading, I think it was earlier this week, about giving if you can. Check that one out. This is along those lines. So, number 36. The essence. This is middle world. The middle world is the realm of day-to-day reality and the playground of the living. That's us. It is the present moment where everything is happening. Yet the middle world is created by the future, not only the past, and it is a mirror of the invisible realms. When things are right in the middle world, heaven and earth support everything. When they are not right, heaven and earth must be brought into order as well. The invitation. The middle world shows up when conditions are favorable to your undertaking. Do not hesitate. Move forward, as heaven and earth are smiling upon you. The time is right, so be expedient, but mindful of not being reckless. The world is your playground, and what would require great effort at any other time can be accomplished with ease right now. The medicine. Do not try to correct in earth what needs to be corrected in the heavens. The resources to support the change or endeavor you are considering are not readily available to you yet. So it's important to ask for help from the invisible realms, from helpers in the upper world. For now, wait. All right, Pisces, wonderful messages. So take what, connects with you, and everything else, it'll just leave your mind, like mine. Yeah. And, there's energies that are going to try to stop you. Just be aware of it, aware of them. Don't allow it. You have firm boundaries. All right, Pisces, I love you. This is a beautiful reading, 1911. Okay, so I love you, and we'll see you soon.